The balance of forces around the world are realigning, presenting a number of challenges to today's world order. The war between Russia and Ukraine has also worsened the situation as countries are refining their foreign policy. The Department of International Relations and Cooperation's top brass and some academics have stressed that these are very complex times, and Pretoria should ensure that its foreign policy prioritizes the country's well-being, economic prosperity, and a better Africa and the world.
What I think is most important, it does elaborate those values and principles which should be the key influences and drivers of the foreign policy work that we do. So our posture on human rights, our respect for human dignity, gender equality, non-racism, democracy, all those values and principles that are elaborated in our constitution are the underlying foundation for the national interest that South Africa espouses as it carries out its foreign policy and practice.
Academics have also warned that unemployment in South Africa remains a big threat to the national interest.
South Africa's unemployment crisis is the greatest threat to South Africa's national interest and its sustainability as a sovereign state. Particularly the youth unemployment is a threat to the stability of South Africa as a sovereign state and the achievement of South African national interests. And in the first quarter of 2022, youth unemployment amongst young graduates was at 32.6%. Over 40% of young South Africans under the age of 35 are not in employment, education, or training. In many countries, unemployment hitting 5% or 6% or 8% is an emergency.
Minister Pandor says they'll continue to promote South-South cooperation and call for the transformation of key global institutions like the United Nations Security Council.
Another example is the ongoing struggle to begin United Nations reform negotiations. This is further evidence of the resistance to change powerful countries often exhibit on the international stage. Our document emphasizes the possibilities offered by progressive international solidarity, while also acknowledging that strenuous efforts have been directed at dividing developing nations, and that among ourselves as developing countries, what I call the magic of Bandung has been shredded by national interests that focus primarily on sovereign gain.
The global commons therefore has been a huge platform for us to advance our agenda, and I'll say us, I mean those on the margins of this hierarchical global order. You may be in Fiji, or you may be in Haiti, or you may be in Uzbekistan. We share this thing of being on the margins of the system, and we share this kind of hope that the global commons are a platform where we find the convergence of our national interest, and that enables us to have international or joint international action.
The symposium is held as the world is facing a myriad of challenges in so many fronts. It's also confronted by cross-cutting and borderless challenges like global warming, cybersecurity, global pandemics, and terrorism. Khumalo, SABC News.